Greetings, fellow time travelers. Welcome back to Secrets of the Ancients, where we uncover the hidden mysteries of lost civilizations and dive deep into the secrets that shaped our world. I'm your archaeological guide, ready to take you on another mind-bending journey through the horrors. Sulfur stories. Today's discovery will challenge everything you thought you knew about ancient history. The year 2025 has brought us 15 incredible artifacts that simply shouldn't exist according to our understanding of the past. Before we unveil these incredible secrets, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss the ancient mysteries we're about to reveal. Picture this. What if every history book you've ever read got it wrong? What if ancient civilizations possessed knowledge and technology that we only discovered in modern times? This isn't science fiction. Ancient seekers. These are real artifacts, scientifically dated and verified, that are forcing archaeologists to rewrite the story of human civilization. But here's the mystery that baffled archaeologists. How did cultures separated by thousands of miles and thousands of years develop technologies that rival our own? Let's start the story from the beginning, and I promise you, what we're about to discover will blow your mind. Now let's move to ancient Iraq, over 5,000 years ago. In February 2025, an Iraqi-German archaeological team was excavating near Eridu, one of humanity's oldest cities, when they stumbled upon something that would shake the foundations of technological history. Inside a ruined Sumerian temple, they discovered what appeared to be a simple clay jar. But this was no ordinary vessel, fellow explorers. When scientists opened it using advanced X-ray diffraction analysis and atomic mass spectrometry, they found something absolutely incredible. A deteriorated anode and cathode assembly, residue from lithium salts, and a copper coil, all carefully arranged inside. But wait, it gets even more amazing. When scientists reassembled and tested this ancient device in controlled laboratory conditions, it actually produced measurable voltage, the equivalent of a 1.2-volt battery. And here's where your jaw will drop. Carbon dating placed this artifact at 3,100 years before Christ, making it over 5,000 years old. But the puzzling question is, how did the Sumerians know about lithium? Modern science didn't discover how to mine and use lithium until the 1800s. This single jar may be the oldest known evidence of electrochemical knowledge and completely disputes the idea that electricity was a discovery of the modern world. What we're looking at here, Ancient Mystery Hunters, is either an isolated experiment or evidence of a completely lost energy system. Did the Sumerian gods they worshipped actually bring them knowledge of light and power? This discovery forces us to ask, what else did ancient civilizations know that we've forgotten? Journey with me now to Mali in West Africa, March 2025. Archaeologists excavating a cemetery associated with the mysterious Dogon people unearthed a stone disc covered in intricate cosmological patterns. At first, they thought it was purely ceremonial, but when they analyzed it using infrared photography and computer astromapping software, they discovered something that will absolutely amaze you. This disc contained an exact star map of the Sirius system, including Sirius A, Sirius B, and even Sirius C. Now, ancient seekers, pay attention to why this is so shocking. Sirius B wasn't confirmed by modern astronomy until the 20th century, and Sirius C was only recently discovered using our most advanced deep space telescopes. But here's what makes this truly mind-blowing. This disk dates back to around 2,000 years before Christ. The inscriptions show orbital paths, distance ratios, and even rotational features of these stars, carved with what appears to be a diamond-pointed tool. The mathematical accuracy matches what only our modern telescopes can verify today. The Dogon elders have long claimed their ancestors were visited by beings from the Sirius star system who shared this astronomical knowledge. For decades, scientists dismissed these stories as myths, but now, fellow time travelers, we have physical evidence carved in stone. How did the Dogon know about stars invisible to the naked eye? Was this astronomical insight ahead of its time? Or is it, as the Dogon have always maintained, evidence of contact with visitors from the stars? Now let's travel to ancient China, April 2025. Construction workers digging a new subway tunnel in Xiangyang, the former capital of the Qin dynasty, broke through into a hidden chamber. Inside, among wooden statues and bronze fragments, they found something extraordinary. A finely crafted bronze gear smaller than a coin. At first glance, it looked like a simple ornament. But when mechanical archaeologists examined it under microscopes and performed metallurgical analysis, they discovered something incredible. This tiny gear has 32 evenly spaced teeth, precisely drilled axle holes, and even traces of ancient lubrication residue. Here's what will blow your mind. Dr. Lu Jian, director of the China Historical Engineering Institute, stated that the geometry of this gear is modern in every way. Its use of involute curvature and uniformity of teeth implies knowledge of mechanical transmission that's centuries ahead of its time. The bronze alloy dates to the 3rd century before Christ, making it contemporary with Greece's famous Antikythera mechanism. But the puzzling question that keeps archaeologists awake at night is this: how did a culture without lathes or modern milling equipment create such precision engineering? Some scholars now believe this gear came from a lost Qin-era computing device or astronomical instrument, perhaps destroyed when the first emperor burned books and executed opposing scholars. If this theory proves true, fellow explorers, it means ancient Chinese civilization achieved technological revolutions that left almost no trace in history. Picture this scene with me. March 2025, near Meroe, Sudan. Archaeologists working beneath a collapsed sandstone pyramid uncovered a copper scroll buried deep in ancient silt. This wasn't just any scroll, ancient mystery hunters. It was crafted from hammered copper alloy and covered in inscriptions that combine Proto-Meroitic writing, early Egyptian hieroglyphs, and a completely unknown cipher that scientists still can't fully decode. But what archaeologists discovered was, well, shocking. The scroll references star clusters, solar alignments, and describes something mysterious called a framework of light on the northern sea. Could this be describing the aurora borealis? Or perhaps a mythical structure we've never discovered? Here's where it gets truly incredible. Nearby wood fragments were carbon dated to around 5,200 years before Christ. That's well before any known writing systems like cuneiform existed. This suggests the existence of a lost civilization with advanced astronomical knowledge, possibly capable of long-distance exploration or even long-distance communication using methods we can't imagine. Hold on to your seats, fellow time travelers, because this next discovery will challenge everything you thought you knew about our ancient cousins. In January 2025, during excavation work in the permafrost of northern Yukon, Canada, archaeologists initially thought they'd found an ordinary mammoth bone, but upon careful cleaning, they discovered something extraordinary. It was a deliberately flattened disc about the size of a hand mirror, carved with 29 precisely placed depressions arranged in a spiral pattern. Carbon dating revealed something stunning. This artifact is 48,000 years old, placing it solidly in the Neanderthal era. Now, ancient seekers, pay close attention to why this matters. For generations, scientists believed Neanderthals were incapable of symbolic thinking or abstract reasoning. But these 29 holes aren't random. They exactly match the number of days in a lunar cycle. This means a Neanderthal artist, almost 50,000 years ago, was tracking time, observing the night sky, and recording astronomical patterns. The precision of the design proves measured counting and careful observation, completely exploding the old myth that Neanderthals were brutish and simple-minded. Nearby, archaeologists found polished stones that may have served as markers or counters, suggesting this disk was part of a prehistoric lunar calendar system. If confirmed, this would be the oldest astronomical device ever discovered, and it wasn't made by Homo sapiens. Ancient mystery hunters, understand what this means. This map was created long before the rise of known civilizations like the Sumerians or Egyptians. The markings on the slab resemble the mysterious Vinca script, and carved alongside the geography are constellations including Orion and Sirius, shown in alignments that were only accurate 12,500 years ago. This suggests advanced knowledge of both geography and astronomy by a culture we know nothing about. Some believe it records a lost homeland, possibly evidence of a forgotten civilization that existed before the Great Floods changed Earth's coastlines forever. Whatever its origin, this basalt slab questions everything we thought we knew about ancient human capability. Now we return to Egypt, that eternal source of ancient mysteries. In 2025, Archaeologists working in the Temple of Seti at Abydos uncovered a translucent crystal disc about 3.5 inches wide, hidden behind a sandstone wall for thousands of years. Unlike typical ancient glass, fellow explorers, this disc functions like a finely crafted optical lens. It can magnify objects clearly and focus light with almost no distortion. When scientists tested its polish and curvature, they discovered it rivals modern optical instruments, an astonishing feat for the Bronze Age. The lens was found near the mysterious Osirian, stored in a box marked with symbols linked to the Eye of Ra. This suggests it may have been used in solar rituals, astronomical observations, or even early medical procedures requiring magnification. In our next episode, we'll be traveling to the Americas to uncover the engineering marvels of the Inca Empire and reveal technologies that modern scientists still can't fully explain. Until then, fellow explorers, keep questioning, keep discovering, and remember, the past is never as simple as we